What's up, guys? Welcome into the College Football Show presented by the World Sports Network. Tanner Kern joined alongside Brock Boynton. We got a big week in college football. We got a big week coming next week. We had a big week last week. A lot to talk about today, so let's get right into it. Brock, you were on the ground for Notre Dame versus Texas A&M, interviewing the public. How was that?
It was a great time, but did some people get hit with the 1-2 that Texas A&M delivered up here in South Bend? I mean, on the ground, just blurring the DBs that ND had. I mean, over the top. I mean, I don't think over the 13 days that Notre Dame had off, I don't think they did one tackling drill. I mean, did you see that wideout down the side, spin move out of that tackle, run over another one, and then one guy just completely missed tackle? I mean,
It was terrible. That was terrible. There's a lot of bad tackling, though. Like, bad tackling loses games across the board. It wasn't just Notre Dame. There's just bad tackling in college football. We got these guys trying to come in and make impact hits when you just need to get the guy on the ground. Like last week at Texas A&M, the 50-yard catch. You got a chance to probably tackle him 50 yards after the catch, 30, 40 yards after the catch, I should say. And you try to like come in with a shoulder and he spins out of it and goes all the way down the sideline for an 80-yard touchdown. Like, you just can't get away with that.
and before I get back to the people, this is the same individual that went for the knockout kill down in Miami that he should have just picked the ball off, and you win that game week 1 down in Miami.
Yeah.
But the people in South Bend, they're fired up. I mean, SEC came to town and SEC delivered. I mean, the amount of Texas A&M people that I saw out downtown South Bend / around Notre Dame, it was an invasion. And they came to drink, they came to play, and they did not care that they were the away team. It felt like a Texas A&M home game on the ground, at least.
Yeah, I mean, personally, for me, I don't like Texas A&M. I mean, I love Johnny Manziel. I just don't love Texas A&M. I really don't like Notre Dame, but I wanted them to win. I think this year's iteration of Notre Dame is more likable than last year. I don't know why necessarily, but I really didn't like them last year a lot. And this is just a bad performance. And if you're Notre Dame, does a 10-2 Notre Dame team get in? And we've talked about this separately, just over text and stuff. And we've both said they shouldn't, but chances are you're 24 now in the country. You're going to keep winning games.
Right.
I think 10-2 Notre Dame gets in just because of the national media attention, but they shouldn't, because they lost 2 games where I don't think Texas A&M is going to amount to anything over the course of the season. I do think they're going to fall off in the SEC. And then Miami's going to be really good. Don't get me wrong. They probably go out and win the ACC, so you get a little more credit there. But 10-2 Notre Dame, it benefits them to lose early. I just don't think they should get in.
No, absolutely. I mean, you hit it right on the head. It benefits them that happened earlier in the year. Same with any other team trying to get into the playoffs. If it happens earlier in the year, you got a little wiggle room.
Yeah.
My thing is the rest of the way Notre Dame has cupcake. It's a cupcake schedule.
I will say, though, I don't mean to cut you off here, but you play a decent Syracuse team. You play a good USC team that can score points, and you don't have much of a defense. You play Boise State, who I don't think much of Boise State, obviously, but like everywhere, and then you go to Arkansas in a week. Like, there's a lot of games on here that, you can make the case and say, well, I don't think they're necessarily, going to lose these games, but it's a lot to ask Notre Dame right now at this point in the season. Go on the road to Arkansas, win a football game, beat USC at home, and then beat Syracuse at home as well. The rest of the games they shouldn't have an issue with, but those are 3 tough games, and then add Boise State in there for the 4th. There's no guarantee these guys are going 10-2 by any means.
No, I hear you. I mean, and USC, that'll be a straight play for me this weekend. But you hit it right there, over the top. How is Notre Dame? Granted, that's what, week 9, week 10. So you got time to get going. But I mean, you have Arkansas next week. I mean, they're going to be running you're telling me Notre Dame's going down to SEC country? They're lucky it's a day game. They're lucky it's not a 7:30 night game down there.
We don't know what Arkansas is either. You look at, they beat 2 basically 1AAs. I mean, Arkansas State, and then you lose to Ole Miss by 6 points. Ole Miss is a good football team, and right. Notre Dame's not going to be able to put up 41 points every single game. Like, they Ole Miss put 41 against them. So Notre Dame, like, they need to run the ball not be overly explosive, be explosive when you have to be, but be able to run the ball consistently, play good defense. Like we're just going away from a Notre Dame style. And I think ultimately that's going to hurt them. So if I had to bet on them, I'd take them to go under 10 wins right now. I'd take probably 9 wins. I think they're going to slip up in one of those games because just based on results in college football, kids are going to slip up. They're not going to win 10 straight games. You just don't do that in today's world.
No, absolutely. I mean, we got to remember that these are 18, 19, 20-year-olds at the end of the day. And yeah.
When you say it like that, you say it like that, it's definitely hard. But, speaking of 18, 19, 20-year-old kids, Dabo Swinney is struggling with his batch of 18-year-olds right now. Wild press conference down in South Carolina the other day. I just blown away. Basically, so Josh Pate, one of the guys I listened to for college football, he made a good intro here. He was like, Dabo had an answer in mind to a question that he didn't get. So basically, he went off right after the question when the reporter said, if you could have one play back on offense, what would that be? And then he went on this rant about how Clemson, we played for the national championship in 2020. Nobody else has. Like, we're better than everybody. He was basically being a martyr. It was wild comments. What'd you think of it?
It was something like, it was like almost that he needed to hear himself speak, or like hear, like, hey, over the years, you've done a great job. It's like, we don't care what you've done in the past, man. They want now. Like, we're in present day college football. What you did in that 5-year spans when that dynasty that they had.
Yeah.
But what you did, that is a completely different era of college football.
Yeah.
And the fact that, 2 weeks ago you saw him call out his quarterback right after the game, and then you have this week. It just keeps going downhill week after week with Clemson. And this was a team that everyone, they were the number one team that was bet to go undefeated. They were the ACC leader. Talk about a fall off just like that.
Yeah, they're in trouble too, and this is why Miami is. I haven't looked at the latest odds yet. I'll pull them up right now. But Miami, was hovering around like 2-1, 3-1 to win the conference for a while, and I have to imagine they're the new big dogs in the ACC after what we've seen with Clemson. But we don't even have ACC championship odds up right now, at least for me. So
something to check out while we're talking about that ACC whole. Last week I did hop on Carson Beck as the Heisman.
Yeah,
we were just talking about Miami like that. Miami doesn't have the toughest schedule after they get through Florida State and then Florida. So you put up decent numbers, especially in that ACC.
Yeah, the Heisman race is kind of wide open right now. You got John Mateer leading the way, who's been really good. But overall, let me see his numbers. Overall, the Heisman, like nobody is John Mateer really the Heisman favorite right now too? I can't believe it.
Is he really?
I thought he was. Let me see.
Last time I checked, it was about 4 names at plus 1,000 each.
Heisman odds week 4. Yeah, Carson Beck, Mateer, Stockton, Jeremiah Smith. Like that's how the fact that John Mateer is the Heisman favorite, because I knew I saw his name as the Heisman favorite. I don't have the odds in front of me. Pull him up now. 944, 5 touchdowns, 3 picks in 3 games. He has run for 63, 74, 24. He's got a rushing touchdown each game. So I guess he has put up big numbers. Hard to stop, but it's like the numbers aren't jumping out as like Heisman, I guess. I don't know. 392 against Illinois State. He's throwing a pick in every game. Michigan, he threw for 270. I don't know. I just don't look at John Mateer, the Oklahoma Sooners, as a Heisman winner. I'm sorry. So we got Brock back after some technical difficulties. We're good to go now. You know what? You fell off there just because we're talking about the Heisman. There's no interesting Heisman winners out there.
No, absolutely. And we're going into week 4. Like how have we not had someone just stand out and just, throw the 2 things they got in between the legs out on the table and say, pick me,
Yeah, definitely. Well, we'll see what happens there. So anyways, Matt Rule, You had some beef with Matt Rule you want to bring
I
up.
do. I mean, I got beef with Matt Rule. The dude gets on Pat McAfee every Thursday now. Why? What has he done? What has Nebraska done? I mean, we're looking at Nebraska like Nebraska's back. I mean, they didn't cover against a Cincinnati team. The past 2 weeks, they haven't played a nobody, and now, I mean, it's just like you have Michigan coming in. You have Michigan coming into town for the first time, and we're acting like Nebraska's back. Nebraska's not back. Matt Rule is 0 for 6 against the top 25 teams in his recent years being at Nebraska. You haven't done anything. And we're looking at this Nebraska team like we're supposed to think that they're going to upset a Michigan team.
But it's an interesting game too because Michigan's not all that. The last time Michigan was tested, obviously they didn't come through. You have a freshman quarterback there. I like Michigan, don't get me wrong, but it's hard to go on the road and win in college football when you are a young team. It's very hard to go on the road. Michigan has to go on the road here. It's a 3:30 kickoff. That helps. The line drop 2.5 to 1.5 now. I don't think Nebraska's all that either. I'm gonna be honest.
Right.
I don't think Nebraska's very good. I think Michigan's defense should let them win the football game. My recommendation here would probably be to tease. You shouldn't take a teaser through 0, obviously, but Michigan, I would tease Michigan in this game. I feel more comfortable teasing them than Nebraska, especially knowing that Michigan has been on the road one time. They failed this year already, and they're not back. They're definitely not back.
And the thing is, you're going on the road to Nebraska. It's not a night game in the SEC. I mean, Michigan's on the road this year was down in Oklahoma at night. The same team that spread out that defense. Nebraska is going to bring in their 2 tight ends. They're going to bunch it all in, and that's going to play perfectly into Michigan's defensive schemes.
And I don't know if you agree with this, but like Nebraska struggled against Cincinnati, and you look at baby Mahomes there,
in the womb of the Mahomes Center, man. I mean, you're in his backyard. You're supposed to go off, and Patrick leads in the 3rd quarter.
I don't think Dylan's that good. I really don't. And I'm not saying Bryce Underwood's this world beater right now. I think he will be, but I don't think Dylan Raiola is that good. I think he's a fat little chubby quarterback. And he can make some good throws. Don't get me wrong. Like he can make some throws. I don't want to discredit him like that because he's capable.
Right.
I've never seen him like in Cincinnati. He made the throws he needed to make in that game. Like there was nothing special about what they did offensively. I don't think he kind of reminds me of baby Gronk.
No,
that's like a perfect comparison, isn't it? And I think maybe that's why I don't like him. Yeah. Not even the Mahomes stuff. Like that stuff doesn't. The fact that he plays off the Mahomes stuff is crazy to me. But he kind of looks like baby Gronk, and that really.
I love that. I haven't heard that yet, and now that I'm thinking about it, that's actually hilarious.
They look similar, right? Like it just bothers me that like. He's trying to be Pat, and then like he gets in with his like the first week of the season too in Nebraska when they were doing their I don't know, one of the interviews that they did for the Nebraska football page, the kids are sitting, and again, they're 18-year-old kids, they're dumb,
right?
But they're sitting in there, and what the one kid say, we're gonna make people in the wheelchair stand up. Like you guys almost lost to Cincinnati. Like, come on. You guys almost lost. And that was like, say what you want, like Cincinnati was the home team in that game.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was there. That was a whole Nebraska crowd.
Yeah,
like the home team because they wore the colored jerseys, basically.
Right. And you're telling me you're gonna make people in wheelchairs stand up, and you don't cover against the Cincinnati team.
Yeah. So Nebraska, I would be. So here's the thing: Josh Pate, who I respect a lot, he likes Nebraska plus 2.5. That's probably the move, knowing it's hard to go on the road and win in college football. I think defensively, both teams can match each other in this game. I think probably under is the way to go in this one.
Mm-hmm.
Under 46.5. I don't really see a lot of points being scored either side. Mm-hmm. I think the public's going to be all over Michigan in this game. Yeah.
And especially, but we also saw Underwood. Granted, it was against the Central Michigan team, but we saw him run the ball a lot than what we've recently seen him do in the previous weeks. I'd be curious to know what his rushing yards would be, just to make sure he's not keeping the ball out of the air keeping the run game going, staying balanced with that.
Yeah, maybe we can pull that up right now if they have it. They do have rushing props in Connecticut, which is good. Bryce Underwood 39.5. I like that. But they haven't. They got to go to it. Like they got to go to that early in the game. If you got a young quarterback on the road, it's got to be run the football right away. Like I don't care who's going to take hits. You got to get him comfortable running the ball. Designed run, because when you got a quarterback thing run, we see it in the NFL, we see it in college. Like it's such a deadly weapon, and I feel like teams don't use it enough.
Baker won the game on Monday
because of running.
Your boy Baker, like he won them the game on Monday because he was able to scramble out of the pocket and make things happen.
Yeah, he's a dog. That's the bottom line with Baker. Absolute dog. So who do you like in this game? You take Michigan?
I have to. I mean, I can't get behind. I can't get behind baby's Mahomes. I can't do it. I can't get behind a Matt Rule. The dude's 0 for 6 against a top 25 team. Until you can show me that Nebraska is back, just stay chucking corn, man.
I mean, year 3, Matt Rule is deadly. Like, I will give him that. If they win this game, I won't be surprised. You know what? I'm going to go with Nebraska. I'm going to take Nebraska at home. I hate it. I hate it. I think if you're
you got to do it. Something you got to do.
You could tease either side, because this will be a pick 'em by tomorrow. You could tease either side up to 7.5, and you're in good shape. Like, I think this is going to be a touchdown game either way, just the way these two teams play. But I agree. Matt Rule, he's done it everywhere, so he's bound to do it at Nebraska. So I know you got beef with him, but he's bound to do it again because he does it all the time.
I would love to see someone prove me wrong. That's all.
All right. Indiana versus Illinois. You're comparing this game to last week's game against who'd you compare this one to?
I compared this Illinois IU matchup to Texas A&M Notre Dame. Okay. You have the same line, the same exact line at 6.5.
Yeah.
You have the less ranked team. Well, Illinois is obviously ranked higher, but you have the away team coming in, and I just think the away team roster is a lot better than the home team's roster. We're still dealing with a JMU all-star team down there in Bloomington. I mean, we saw the same Kennesaw State team almost play around with IU week 1.
Yeah, and Illinois has gotten better every year. That's the thing. Like, I love Altmaier. I really think this team is going to be solid this year. I mean, not going to compete in the Big Ten. Neither is Indiana, though. There's no like these are the middle tier teams of the Big Ten. You got to think that they're going to play with each other and, be in a competitive game, right? This isn't Penn State. This isn't Ohio State, which is the only two teams in that conference this year. I mean, Michigan's not in that top A tier right now. So, yeah, I think Illinois goes in. I think Illinois could win the game outright, honestly.
Yeah, I just think 6 points is – I mean, 6.5, 6 points is too much.
Yeah. But
in a Big Ten game, I mean both quarterbacks had the same exact stats. I mean, they're both off by 1 or 2 numbers.
Yeah, definitely.
But if you think IU is going to win, tease them down to the money line. If you think Illinois is going to cover, tease them up to 13. I mean, you're telling me you get an Illinois team on the road for almost a 2-possession score, I mean, and be fine? I mean, at 13.5?
Yeah. I would probably, we're going to talk about Florida, Miami here in a minute, but like I'm taking Miami to win that game outright at home. And I don't know about you. I hate doing teasers when games are at the same time. I don't like watching for college. I hate having 2 games going on at once that I'm like locked in on.
See, now that you say that, I probably should call the number after that, because that's what just gets my shit going. I mean, when you can't sit down, you're just flipping back and forth. I mean, yeah, it's probably should call the number, but I mean, something about a night game. You got 2 really good night games. Obviously, the Miami Florida is getting a lot more hyped. I mean, but it's going to be a great matchup. In
the top 25 this week, got some. I mean, not a great slate. Next week, I got some really good games. Texas Tech, Utah at noon. I just can't get behind. Well, also, why is Fox Big Noon Kickoff at Texas Tech this week? They're not in the Big Ten.
I just think these people just get to make the rules as they go now.
Big
I
Noon came
mean,
off Big 12 too. I thought it was just Big 10. Maybe it is Big 12.
they signed Dave Portnoy and think they can do whatever they want now, I guess.
I thought it was all Big 10 games, but I mean, like, there's no, it has to be. If you look at Oregon last week, I mean, they're showing up to Oregon Northwest.
They're going
Oregon cover for Charlie Kirk last week.
Away Duckies. Away Duckies.
It looked ugly early too with them. They were up like 7-0 in the first quarter. They did not look good, and then they just roll on the rest of the game. But we said that we said Northwestern was not going to be able to score.
They're looking ahead. They're looking ahead to Penn State next week.
Yeah, definitely. That's going to be a fun game. We're going to find out. You know what? I'm finally glad that Penn State isn't playing a cupcake game. Like, are they on a bye? I think Penn State's on a bye this week too.
I want to let you know Drew Allard ranks as the 111th quarterback in the NCAA quarterback rankings.
Really, it's not good after. That's not good after.
And these people last year during the mock drafts were trying to say that he was going to be the number 1 overall if he entered.
Well, Arch drops off now, which helps. We should also probably talk about Texas a little bit because they're the game. They got a tougher schedule now than a lot of people imagined. Like, it's not the 3 games that everyone had circled. Like, they got some tough. Oklahoma's going to be a dogfight for them. And I think once Arch starts to play better, like, they're going to be okay just because they're so good defensively. But I don't. Like, I have over 9.5 wins. Like, they're going to probably be 9-3. I'm thinking. I think they'll. 2 more, but we'll see. Anyways, Penn State goes. This is hilarious. Nevada, FIU, Villanova, bye week, Oregon. I don't think that benefits you. No. I think it'd be good to get like one, like be a 14-point favorite in one game. Don't be a 28-point favorite, 35, 41-point favorite in 3 straight games.
And this is the same Penn State team that almost lost to that Bowling Green team last year.
Yeah.
Same weekend that Northern Illinois took down Notre Dame. I mean, they squeezed one out at home against a Bowling Green team.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so let's get into big game ABC, Florida versus Miami. This game is definitely not as big as it could have been. Even if Florida just lost to LSU and beat USF, Florida be a top 25 team. This is the game I think that Miami continues to establish themselves as one of the best in the country. I can't get behind Miami being a national champion right now. I just can't do it.
Yeah.
It's not going to change my opinion on it, but I do expect them to go out and dominate Florida.
I mean, it's the Civil War game of Florida, man. I mean, what more do you want as someone from Florida or anyone that just loves college football? We're going to be watching the same individuals that's gone back and forth since middle school. I mean, these dudes have been playing football against each other, middle school to high school, to the 7-on-7 camps, to the rival camps that they go to get their rankings. I mean, I got 3 stars, you got 4 stars. Where are you going? I'm going to go over there and start over the top of you just because that's how much little respect I have for you. Like, that's the type of atmosphere / game that we're getting ourselves into with this. I think it's going to be a good one. I think it's going to be low scoring. I think we're going to I think it's going to be a lot closer than what people think. Do I think Miami covers? Yes. But I think it's going to be a dogfight.
Yeah, it's probably one of those games where a cover is like Florida has to go for it late and they turn the ball over and there's 3 timeouts and 4 minutes left and you got to kick a field goal kind of thing to put it away. I think Miami goes in there and wrecks them. I do. I don't. But these are the games too when you write teams off. That's when they usually tend to perform. You look at the Dolphins game last night against the Bills. Like, the Dolphins did not go away. The Bills could have beaten them worse if their offense didn't shut down the third quarter. But when you write teams off, that's when they kind of tend to bounce back. I just don't see that under Billy Napier. Like, I don't think Billy Napier's not the guy. And
I was hating on Billy last week. I mean, the dude should have been fired last year.
Yeah.
But there's just something about going on the road to LSU. Your quarterback gives up 5 interceptions. One of them leads into a pick 6, and you lose the game 20-10. So you take away that pick 6, you lose the game 13-10 on the road. At an LSU, the same school, the same program that they're talking about, a national championship on the upcome, maybe. I mean, their quarterback's in the Heisman race too. I mean, and you hold them to 20 while giving up 5 interceptions. I mean, that defense, it's a tough defense, man.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's going to be a good game. But Brock, if you're looking to lay out some of your favorite picks this week, got to put a parlay, a teaser together for the people. We do it every week. What would yours be this week? Then I'll give mine. We'll wrap up.
My play for the parlay this week, Florida State minus 45.5 against Penn State.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
And if you also, I know we didn't really talk too much on it. Utah is 18-2 on the ATS at home over the years. I mean, I know it's a noon game, but Utah is going to be there to play.
Yeah.
I mean, so you can go Utah money line, Florida State minus 45.5, 45. There's two teamer. Whatever you like to throw on top of that.
I got a banger play right here. This is a great one, and we didn't talk about this, and nor should we. We did talk about Dabo, but give me Syracuse plus 17.5 against Clemson. Is it 17? I'm looking at. I'm trying to find this game here.
Something I was going to ask you about is
Syracuse 16.5 right now against Clemson. That is they were 16 or 17.5 against who they play early in the season. Syracuse was not South Carolina.
Who was that? It was at home.
It was like one of those kickoff games. I think it was in like Atlanta. Not Miami, Syracuse, Tennessee. I mean, they put up a fight against Tennessee. 45-26 against Tennessee. You're covering 16.5 against.
Is that game at Syracuse or Clemson?
At Clemson.
I was going to ask you about your Huskies. They covering the 21?
Tough. Yeah, they'll cover the 21 this week for sure. Love that.
Yeah.
That was a tough loss last week against Delaware, but you kind of, I need him to hit 7 to win, so I'm starting to get a little worried about that. You can't lose as a 10.5 point favorite, but you almost beat Syracuse, a game you shouldn't have been in. Now you go on the road to basically a 1AA school, and you just can't shake the loss from Syracuse. Like it totally makes sense because they were down 10-0 before they even got off the bus, basically, and you can't. It's hard to come back at that point. So they took it overtime, lost in overtime. UConn's still going to be okay though. They'll who they playing again? What was it? It's
Ball State.
Ball State was an underdog to like Stonehill last weekend, I think. Or not.
UConn's a 21-point favorite, and I mean Ball State's just one of those programs like Kent State. I mean,
Ball State was an underdog to New Hampshire. They did beat New Hampshire, but I think that was like a pick'em game. I think they were like -1 against New Hampshire. So yeah, no problem laying 21 with UConn tomorrow.
Perfect. So you got plug Syracuse 17.5 if you don't mind.
Yep. So I go 16.5. That's
what okay.
Right now. Yep.
And then go Utah money line.
Utah money line here. Yep.
Go Florida State minus 45.5.
That's a big number.
They'll beat them by 60.
They're playing to kill right now,
though. I mean, they have to. This is the same 10-2, the same 2-10 team last year. The same team, the same coaching staff that didn't get into the playoffs because Florida State didn't deserve. And then, I mean, they wanted Herbstreit freaking on a tree. I mean, everyone in the state of Florida State still hates Herbstreit because of what he says about Florida State. I mean, and they have something to prove. I mean, to me, it kind of reminds me of like an IU last year. Yeah. Like we just gonna beat the living dog crap out of you and stack our resume and say, hey, this is what we did when we should have did what we should have done.
Coach Sig lost his lust though. Nobody gives two shits about Coach Sig anymore.
No, he lost that when he wanted to get on College Game Day, like right before kickoff at Notre Dame while his team's getting ready in the locker room, and he's up there talking shit to Shane Gillis.
That was the kind of thing too. It's like he went into that game being like, we're going to win the game. We can play with them. We deserve to be here. Like I think in that situation more so, you got to take the grateful approach. Like, hey, we're grateful being the college football player. It's a great experience for our kids. We're here in Notre Dame. It's going to be a tough game. We're obviously a double-digit underdog, but we're gonna give them hell tonight. We're gonna do our best to try to be competitive in the game, kind of thing. Like that, I think you give that more than the like you're not Kirby Smart. You're not established. Like you're the underdog story. Stick with the underdog thing. We're happy to be here. we're going to go in and fight like hell, but this is a great opportunity for our kids. It's great for the University of Indiana. It's great for us building this program moving forward, knowing that we get to play in a college football playoff game in South Bend in such a historic stadium. But that's the approach you got to take in that situation. It's not Google me, I win. Like,
You're right.
You can't, I'm okay with that earlier in the season. He did a great job there, but towards the end of the season, like, especially that game, it was like, we can go in there and beat these guys. And don't get me wrong, you want to think that, but the upset would have been better if they did pull it off, him being like, yeah, we're in a great spot. I'm happy. This is going to help the University of Indiana so much playing in this football game.
No, absolutely. But I mean, Nick Saban said himself, he said the one thing you didn't learn from me was talking shit. I mean, when Saban's telling you that your old boss, I mean,
yeah, you don't talk, like, you just, talking ends badly usually.
Mm-hmm.
So what else we got? So we got one more bet, UConn, right? So we're putting UConn in there.
You put UConn in there, or you could just, if you want to be nice and comfortable with it, I think Oklahoma wins on the money line against Auburn.
Oklahoma, and then let's add UConn in. Why not? So that's plus 14.25 there. So UConn 21.5, Oklahoma money line, Utah money line, Florida State minus 44.5, Syracuse plus 60.5. I like that a lot.
Well, and when it hits this week, you're just gonna have to post it and let the people know. I mean, we're out here giving week picks after week, and they're hitting.
There we go. I mean, yeah, last week we said it. Charlie Kirk, Oregon lay. You know, lay points with Oregon. They came through without a doubt. Also, too, Dan Lanning gave a really good speech after that. I don't know if
he killed it. Awesome. He killed it.
And he was like, I don't know where Charlie was a Ducks fan, but, like, you know, it was he's like, I agreed with some things, I didn't agree with some other things, but, like, the fact that we're killing people or politics is crazy. It was good.
Well, and that's it. I mean, that's the biggest. Obviously, this is a talk show, and I mean, we're out here just doing this. I mean, we're speaking our opinion, we're speaking our mind. You know, out here just talking to talk. You know, and the world that we do live in is pretty crazy nowadays, is to say the least.
Oh yeah, definitely, very, very crazy. But you know what? Football makes it all much better. I don't know.
We're week 4 and it's going too damn fast.
Dude, I was thinking about this. I was having this conversation with my buddy. I don't know how you survive if you don't watch sports or football for that matter. But, like, if you don't watch sports in general, like, what do you do with your time? Like, what else is there to do? You know?
Were you gonna go pick some apples?
Yeah.
Ready to go to the pumpkin patch one weekend?
I do. I'm gonna go one weekend, get some apple crisp. But, you know, I don't know what. I don't know what you do without occupying your time around sports and football. Like, and you know, like tonight, I'm thinking about the Red Sox. I'm thinking about, like, are the Red Sox going to win? They're going to make playoffs. Like, that's all I'm thinking about. Maybe that's not good. I don't know. Maybe that's not productive. I don't know.
I'm not going to tell you to call the number, but, you know, it's just something about keeping the blood flow. Just keep it at that certain speed. You know, some people got it, some people don't. And, I mean, I like to say I got it. So keep on feeding us more sports, the better. I mean, we were talking about it last week. I mean, pretty soon we're going to start having the equinoxes come up. I mean, you're going to have 4 different sports going on the same. I mean, it's great time to be alive.
Are you hockey, basketball at all? Or are you just all football, baseball? What's your?
I can't get behind the NBA, but I do love me some college basketball. That is for sure.
College basketball just doesn't get popular until college football ends. So, like, even though it's going on, we just don't even realize it's going on until the end of college football season. I
mean, obviously, you know, I'm a pretty big Bama fan.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't even realize this, but the same Saturday we host LSU at home is the same Saturday the basketball team goes up and plays St. John's.
Oh, that's a big game.
And what's that arena over there that they play in? Madison. I think they're playing in Madison. Yeah. I mean, talk about great day to be a Clemson Tide fan. I mean,
yeah, definitely. College football. Well, NFL takes over Thanksgiving weekend, but you get the holiday tournaments for basketball too. And then I feel like people kind of tune out college basketball after those holiday tournaments, get back into it, you know, when college football ends. But yeah, it's a great time right now. But anyways, guys, appreciate you joining us on the college football show here. Brock, Tanner, we'll be back next week for another episode. Good luck with your bets, and we'll see you then.
Good luck, everyone.